Let's play the game. Oh my goodness. Welcome to this Sunday morning. Look at me, Kevin Graham. Instructor Cellnate? You look as though you haven't eaten in days. Although by the sounds of it, you really haven't, nor have you even been drinking anything. I was saddened to hear the news about Rufina as well. But unfortunate accidents are a fact of life, especially in our line of work. It's the risk we all choose to shoulder when we depart on a mission. Kill me? Excuse me? I've got no reason to be a knight anymore. I've got no reason to even live anymore. And if someone has to kill me, I couldn't ask for anyone better than you. I doubt I'd even have the time... Okay. I doubt I'd even have the time to feel pain before you were done, so... If that is your wish. In what world do you think I would happily oblige such an asinine request? You do remember what you said when you first became a squire. You said you offered your soul to the goddess above, and your body and blood to her church here on earth. After swearing that, you think you have the right to beg for death, much less a painless one? Don't make me laugh. Still, I was reluctant to even relay this information for you, but after seeing how pathetic a state you're in, perhaps it won't be so difficult after all. Squire of the Gralsritter, Kevin Graham. From this day on, you are to assume the position of 5th Dominion. Oh my gosh. Was she a Dominion? Your appointment was decided by the Congregation of the Sacraments, and even His Holiness the Pope has given his approval. The job is yours. What? I imagine you must at least have heard rumors that the position of the 5th Dominion was vacant. Has been for several decades, too. Oh, okay. Congratulations. It turns out that position was meant for you. How the heck did a baby squire I once helped teach reach the same rank as me? I'm sure the 5th Merkaba will be pleased to finally see the light of day. Why? Oh, and incidentally, it's tradition to take on a title of your choosing after becoming a Dominion. You might want to start giving some thought to what you want sooner rather than later. As you already know, mine is Carnelia. Simple a name as it is. Carnelia. Like I've heard that before. I don't care about titles. I don't care about any of those things. Why? Why me? I couldn't even protect Rufina from why me? And to that I say, that is of no consequence here. What is of consequence is that Rufina Argent was a highly capable knight. She may not have manifested a stigma of her own, but her problem-solving abilities were at times greater than even a Dominion's. Her loss will be keenly felt, and it will be up to our new 5th Dominion to fill it. The words of His Eminence, the Cardinal. Oh, this is rich. This is just rich. Oh man, it's so funny it hurts. I became a knight to protect Rufina. Then I end up shooting to the top of the ranks over her dead body. Amazing, huh? Who could have seen that coming? I wish I could go back in time and tell myself when I signed up that what was going to happen, just to see my own face. I don't know what it is about like his hair, you know, but it just... I don't know. It just looks weird. So what will you do? I should make it clear that you do have the right to refuse your new appointment. Admittedly, no one in the Gralsritter's 1,000-year history has turned down a Dominion position, so doing so would be unprecedented, but still. Well, no crap. No, I humbly accept my new position. I'm ready to start work as soon as it's there for me. Heck, start piling it, I just can't talk. Start piling it on me today. I'm up for it. Alright then. I'll see what I can do. Oh, and don't hold back on me either. Throw me the really hard stuff. The kind you'd need to be a masochist to want to take on. And that title thing? Let's go with Heretic Hunter, okay? That sounds just perfect. They get to choose their own titles? You could be like, I want to be the Squiggly Bob. Or something like that. Oh man. Wow, so that's what happened. The more I hear, the more off the wall everything happening here sounds. I'm not surprised. We're making progress on working out what's going on, thankfully. We know the place we're in is called Fantasma, and about how it has its own unique rules and rules that govern it. We also know that all of us were chosen based on some criteria and then drawn into it. We still have plenty of questions that need answering, but they can largely be summed up by the following three. 1. Who are the Lord of Fantasma and Schwarzritter? 2. What is the cube and the identity of the ghost who appears to be connected to it? 3. What is Fantasma, and how did it come to exist? That's a pretty succinct way of putting it. There are other questions, of course, but it's true that most of those generally fall under those three in some way. Why there are fiends roaming around comes under number 3, for example. Dividing everything up like that does make it a heck of a lot easier to understand, yeah. Oh, but wait, there's more. Where does Kevin falling unconscious come into all of this? You made it sound like the cause of that was him fighting some giant devil. Yeah, it seemed like the power he used to save us when we were trapped in that barrier. The one that made that red symbol show up on his back. I wonder what it was then. I haven't got any idea what it could have been either. It's possible it may have been some form of thaumaturgy passed down through the church, but I can hardly be sure. Joshua? Do you think you know what it could have been? I think I do. I can't be sure, but I think it was a stigma. Seriously? Isn't that the thing that appeared on your shoulder? Yeah, it was. What you saw was a physical manifestation of an image Weissman had placed deep within my mind in order to control me. Kevin's is likely the same, save the control factor. However, I have a feeling his is also significantly more powerful than mine was. Well spotted, Joshua. Reese. Say, how's Kevin doing? His condition seems to have marginally improved. But what he did resulted in a heavy burden being placed on his mind, so I think it would be best for him to rest for a while longer. That's a relief. He sure knows how to give people a fright. Do you mind if I get a clarification on something, Reese? Was my theory correct? Yes, it was. He did indeed use the power of his stigma. However, the key difference between his and yours is that his is the one of the original kind, on which yours was likely based. How do you know anything about Joshua's stigma? Anything about it? A seal carved into a person's very soul, said to manifest only in the dominions of the Gralsritter. What's a dominion? I've heard rumors of their existence personally. The Dominions are a group of 12 knights who lead the Gralsritter. They're supposed to possess incredible power. That's also correct. Their stigmas are the source of that power. They allow the people who possess them to strengthen their body beyond what most would think humanly possible, as well as use high-level thaumaturgy far exceeding the capabilities of other knights. As I'm sure you pieced together, Kevin is one of them, specifically the 5th Dominion. Are we even talking about the same Kevin who's been leading us around here? It sure doesn't feel like it. Sorry, I'm a bit confused. Did Kevin have this stigma implanted within him like Joshua did? No. Ordinarily, stigmas aren't carved in that manner. They appear on their own without human intervention. There are 12 dominions, and that number has always been consistent throughout history. There are times when spots are left unfilled because a stigma bearer to fill them has yet to appear. But they're always out there, whether their stigma has manifested or not. That's so weird, don't you think? So does that mean the stigma Joshua had? Mine was only a replica of the real thing. Weissman was originally a clergyman, so he probably had access to a way to make such a thing. Oh yeah, I forgot he said that. He used to be a bishop in the Congregation of the Sacraments, which is the organization that the Gralsritter answers to. Even back in those days, he was in contact with Ouroboros and stealing numerous sacraments from the church. Things that were stolen included a vast amount of literature and research on the stigmas of the dominions. We believe he then went on to use that material as a basis to realize his dream of creating some sort of superhuman over the society. I thought so. Still, while I think I have a vague understanding of just what these stigmas are now, I'm still not clear how using that power led Kevin to collapse. Does that risk naturally come with the use of your stigma's power, or is there something more to it? Well, I don't know exactly why, but Kevin very rarely uses the power of his stigma at all. I've heard that the only time he relies on it is when disposing of those he brands heretics. In other words, those whose sins are too great for them to ever be able to walk the path of righteousness ever again. Disposing of? That's so ominous. Let me make sure I got this straight. He used a superpower he rarely uses out of nowhere, and that caused him to black out because his body wasn't ready for it? That's what I believe is likely the case. I see. Think I understand well enough now. Are you sure it's fine for you to be telling us this? Yes, I'm almost positive Kevin was planning on telling you himself before he fell unconscious. And I believe telling you all of this is necessary in order to ensure your cooperation in the rest of our investigation. Well, if you're sure, wait, does that mean if no one has any objections, I'd like to take Kevin's place and lead till he wakes up again. Is that alright with everyone? No problems here. Are you sure you don't want to stay here, though? I would have thought you'd want to stay and look after him. Before he collapsed, Kevin entrusted me with the cube. As such, I believe this is my duty as a squire in his service. So please, don't worry about me. Right now, I'd much rather be helping all of you. Well, if you're sure. Personally, I see no reason to say no. The remaining members will be sure to look after Kevin. You don't have to worry about a thing, okay? Thank you, I appreciate that. What's wrong, Estelle? Well, so Reese, I've got a favor I want to ask if you don't mind. Would you mind if I came with you when you head out to explore? Is there any specific reason? Estelle? Well, it's just... I've only just returned to the world of the living, right? I feel like I want to go and see what's going on for myself. And I mean, I am a bracer, so I doubt I'll get in your way or anything. So, would you mind? I kind of do mind. I was going to go with a really good, like, Reese, Olivier, Teta, and, I guess I would have needed, I would need a frontliner, so maybe like Mueller. Oh, wait, no, Julia. Yeah. That would have been my team. Not in the least. I'd love it if you accompanied me. Thanks. Sorry for up and deciding that on my own, Joshua. Sorry for what? If that's what you want to do, then you won't hear any complaints from me. We'll be counting on you to do a good job backing Reese up. You know it. Alrighty. So yeah, this actually really does put me in a pickle because this is my squad right here.
Understood.
But I have no casters now. Stella's behind, but not crazy behind. So basically, Julia's only purpose for me right now is she can buff people's strength by 20% and speed by 10%. That's basically the only reason I'm using her. And it's really strong. She has a lot of HP. She's pretty good, you know? But with Estelle in the party, this complicates things. Flexible in combat thanks to having non-restricted slots. That's... yeah, no. I'm gonna keep Teta in the party. Just kind of sucks. I guess Estelle's just gonna have to be my front liner because we're gonna have to get rid of her. Is there anybody else that has better ATS than him? Joshua does.
Your aid, please.
Okay. Kevin. Carnelia bracelet. Ah. Her name is Carnelia. You get it now? I get it now. Give you that. Give you that. Give you that. Dell. Oh, wait, what? You don't have the... Wait, we have 2 Crimson Eyes? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh dear. Didn't realize I had 2 of those. Well, stuff is about to get crazy. Alright, well, I have like nothing to give you. So, congrats. Alrighty, Ordinance. Okay, you've got some stuff. That's 3. This gives 3, so we'll rather give you Seal for now. Evade 2 will be okay for now. Give you Action 2, get rid of Move. EP Cut 3. Get rid of Hit or Mind or... And I really need to give him a cast. A range 1 would be pretty nice as well. What kind of arts are we doing with? So we got Aerial. Aerial's pretty nice. What do I lose if I get rid of that? Looks like just the fire stuff. It does kind of need HP as well. I'm gonna give you cast 1. If I get rid of Earth, we lose out on our heal. Or our res. No good. We'll keep that for now. Oh yeah, we need to get rid of Haze. You didn't have EP. I don't think we need EP, but it does give a lot of really nice auxiliary stuff. Alright, cast 2. You cut 4. You hit 3. Oh, yeah, I gotta fit an action 3 in here, in here somewhere. Okay, okay. So Haze actually gives whatchamacallit, so that's nice. Don't need that. So does that mean I can get rid of? I can. Oh, there's the action right there. Well, I can get rid of evade if I wanted to. Get rid of that. Gonna get rid of that. Rid of that. Get rid of that too. Everybody that's got stuff that would be kind of... Oh yeah, who's got information? Alright, you've got information. Analyze. Oh, you've gotten P'd 3? Okay. What are you rocking? Evade 2? Take that off your hands. You can have that. You can have that. You can have that. Jarazard, okay. You're just upgrading all kinds of stuff right now. Julia. We're gonna leave you alone because you're probably gonna come back to us someday. Anyways. I think we can probably leave Agate alone. Mueller, your stuff is fine. And Xin. Wow, Xin has so much HP. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. Alright, so get rid of that. I don't have a range 2. Oh, no, we should get rid of that for that. Okay. And then we did pick up a defense 3, I thought. I thought someone had a defense 3. Guess not. Oh yeah, you do. Congratulations. You have attack 1. We'll give him that for now. Alright, so I think we're all set for you. Teta, need to get rid of information on you. We need to give you something. Something useful. Fortunately, nothing is useful. We're gonna give you that. Alright, and Estelle. Ooh, you've... Okay. Alright, Estelle. I guess you're trying to offset this stuff. Ooh, you got an HP 4. What do you have? You have HP 4. Okay. Oh. Let's forget about that. Give you action 3. Forget about this. Give you cast 2. Forget about this. You hit 3. And I think that's what we're going to be rocking with. We're doubling up on information here, but it's fine. Fine. Give you shield 4. Give you that last action 3. Oh, man. He hasn't been in the party for a while. This poison's not enough to have her get... whatchamacallit, because our water is not in the same slot. So... if I were to do that... There we go. Now what did I get rid of? Interesting that you can equip 2 informations. There we go. Alright, so we've got a little bit of doubling up, which is good. Okay, that was basically like 30 minutes of me figuring things out. Sorry. But I'm marking that one. Okay. I didn't want to do that. So now I need to figure out... Well, now I need to buy stuff. I think I have an extra one of those already. Let's double check on that. Really sad that our range is going down, but it's 200 damage. Alright, so I was right on that. Losing out on some movement, which is sadness. Ah, cutting damage received by walking on lava by 75%. Ah. Ah. I guess Gaia Greaves are actually just better, but we're gonna give you that. Alright, now anything new for Ordinance? Defense 4. Alright, we can get HP 4. Heck. Heed can't afford that one. Should heavily consider getting an action 4. Yeah, I did want a range 2. We're gonna take that. Okay, slots. You're good to go. Olivier. Oh my gosh. Look how much, like, Mirage it takes. Holy cow. Why is this one so... Oh. I want the most expensive one. And we don't have enough water. Okay. Alrighty. So, what orb? What did I just pick up? Range 2. If I did that, I would be fine. Cool. We're gonna do that. I'm very curious to see how that impacts stuff. Ooh, and we get White Gehenna as well. Nice. Alright, save again. We'll mark this one. Save yourselves that part.